I was reading Sapiens by Yuval Harari. Part 4 of the book, The Scientific Revolution, starts with a mesmerizing image which instantly catch my gaze. I skipped the page only to come back, instantly for what it was there. Image of a mushroom cloud from the first detonated atomic bomb. The image's caption mentioned Robert Oppenheimer and word he said, or maybe thought, upon seeing the explosion. Now I am become death, the destroyer of the worlds. Listen to him yourself.
We knew the world would not be the same. Few people laughed. Few people cried. Most people were silent. I remembered the line from the Hindu scripture, the Bhagavad Gita. Vishnu is trying to persuade the prince that he should do his duty, and to impress him takes on his multi-armed form and says, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds." I suppose we all thought that one way or another.
He referred to this particular verse from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 11, when Krishna takes on his multi-armed universal form and said to Arjuna, "Kalosmi lokakshaya kruta pravriddho, lokan samahartumiha pravritta, rite pitvam na bhavishyanti sarve, yeva sthitah pratyanikeshu yodhah." Which means, a mighty time, the source of destruction, that comes forth to annihilate the worlds. Even without your participation, the warriors arrayed in the opposing army shall cease to exist. The grandiosity of the doctrine of Gita, when remembered by the father of nuclear bomb himself, is enough to describe what humanity developed. I looked at those mushroom clouds and think for a second about what Oppenheimer said. I think about Arjuna. I think about Krishna. Think about the form he took. My spines are electrified. A shiver ran across the body, and skin covered with goosebumps. Trinity it was named, Trinity, after the sonnet Batter My Heart, 3% God by John Donne. Remember, this is a wholly religious sonnet, and Oppenheimer is a damn great physicist. As the current stereotype goes about physicists and people involved in science, that they mostly are atheists, this goes in contrast to that. His knowledge goes beyond boundaries of division of subjects, as is the case with the great minds. His knowledge about Hinduism is evident by the quote he gave from Gita. And since we are talking about physics, especially quantum physics, I want to ask you guys, why is it that most, or rather say, all of quantum physicists lean towards the teaching of Hinduism? Be it Schrödinger, Tesla, Heisenberg, Niels Bohr, Carl Sagan, and many others. It can also be my cultural bias to glorify the glorification of my culture and heritage. Or is it? I leave the judgment to you. However, it is ironical to note that Robert Oppenheimer died of cancer. I wonder what his thoughts might be in the last moment of his life. Scientific revolution can either be the best or the worst of revolutions that human societies ever experienced. We have no means to know unless the future slowly unfolds it. The variables to predict are far too many.